already having that type of issues. Hello? Hello? Okay. Alright. Okay, you can hear me now. Good. Okay. Good. So yeah, I'm trying this for the first time. We'll see how it goes. I assume I can change this at any point. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. See if I can lower that a bit then. I think. Okay, okay. Alright, I lowered the game sound. Does it sound functional right now? Notify, I'm a complete beginner at this, so. Okay, it's still high. Okay, lower it there. I might even lower the desktop sound there. So. Okay. No. Oh gosh. What did I do? Alright. Okay, it's better now. Okay. Yes. First ever. First ever. I am a complete... Okay, thank you, Angel. Thank you. Alright, so we have Estelle. That is really late. Okay. That is really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. Yeah, I know. I just think that because for me I'm so nervous right now, Angel. Yeah, I know. I'm just so nervous and I just wanted to try to see how it feels. And oh right, yeah. Okay. That's cool. Like, I am not nervous when it comes like walking on a stage talking to people, but this is completely out of... This makes me really nervous. Not sure exactly what that means, but I might do that later. Oh, I don't really use Instagram that clear. Like, I have one, but it's used in the most minimum of extent. So, I don't know if that'd be useful in my case. So I guess, Angel, you want to talk business. I guess that's what you want to do then. Okay, no, alright. I can give you that later. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Wait a sec. As soon as I do anything else, the game freezes. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. No. No. Yeah. Okay. Focus on this then. In the meanwhile, I'll focus on this. But thank you, Angel. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope. I'm fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? Okay, so it's a baby boy, I guess. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Hi, Kisek. Hi. Hi, Dan. Well, I'm quite nervous because I've never done this before. So, like, I'm super beginner here. I don't know what I'm doing. Naim. Oh, God. Hello, everyone. Hi. 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 Thank you. Just sitting here being quite nervous. But I'm very thankful you come here. Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you. Whew. Don't make such a fuss or you will wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kinda dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in a stable condition. In the meantime, however... Okay, that's awesome, Naim. Okay, thank you so much, Dan. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair. And a pair of amber eyes to go with it. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's nice and all, but how about you? Come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray Mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazard? Sherazad, I assume. All right. Well, I guess it looks a bit different in the version you played, Nine. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all of her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business, and I don't even know his name. You mean Bracer Business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Whoa! His eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why don't you leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! Ouch! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that's just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember telling me that I have a daughter your age? I think that line was a bit clunky, but okay. Now that you mention it... Wait a minute! Don't try and change the sub... Estelle's not having any of his shit. Oh... Quit yelling! Alright, already. But you jumping on me like that isn't gonna to make me heal faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear YELLING? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know. Sorry, wrong voice. Your name, you know, that thing that people call you. I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... So I guess I'll know his name soon enough, I guess. Alright, cutscene time. That means tea time for me. The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Hello, Emiuk. I'm fine. Streaming for the first time, seeing how it goes. Yeah, complete beginner. Nervous as hell. Proud father. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. When I get the Kiseki couple's seal of approval, then I know I'm okay, at least. Quite regular, if things go well. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. Thank you so much, Naim. Thank you. Oh, a very broad area. Like RPGs, like now. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Is it just Dan or is Asia there as well? Anyway, if just Dan, thank you so much. It means a lot. Right. Yeah. So now we're back after that highlight reel. Let's see what's going on now. I assume some years have gone, and I guess Estelle and those have grown up. Awesome, Emily. Awesome. Alright, back to voice acting again. Ugh. It's so bright in here. So bright in here. Man, I slept like a rock. Might mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if it means Joshua's still in bed. I guess that's no. Oh, harmonica. Well, I guess it's better to get myself ready then too. So he's like Snufkin in the movie. Nice, Joshua. I have to do the same thing. Bravo! Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you up. Yeah, I've been warned, Naim. I've been warned. I think of it as an opportunity to practice voice acting, I guess. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber? Oh. No, Emmerich, I don't... DBD... Is it Dragon Ball? Or is it... no, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe I didn't get the acronym correct there at all. Dead by Daylight. Okay, alright. No, I'm sorry. Sorry. I don't. I don't. Okay, back to voice acting. What do you mean, woman? Yeah, Emily, I can see that. Definitely later, I'm a bit... Definitely. Do you make paintings, drawings? What do you make? Yes, I do. I do. I have a Discord. Anyway. What do you mean, woman? Okay, we'll do that later then. We'll do so, Emmy. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Estelle got sass. Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice... Wrong word. It really is a nice tune, though. Tearful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right. The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fun and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Okay. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Oh, it was Dad. Okay. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready. It's ready and waiting. Why don't both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pull that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. Whew. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start rivalry. Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait. What test? Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. Well, you know, the one that checks whether or not we have mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shira saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap. Totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you survive this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve? A sieve, yeah. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear the two of you act so much like... but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shira's gonna be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting? Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I like to eat, huh? How about ruin-style scalloped fish in balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think it's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelette. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something eatable. How rude, but I can actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick a copy of Liberal News from the General Goods Store. You're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 Mira. Is there any money left over? If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thank you, Dad. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazard my regards. Okay then. Okay, let's see what we have here. Can I save here? Alright. So, let's see. Okay, status. Alright, bird stuff, leather, crafts morale. Pommel. Experience, Lex. Okay, and Joshua. This entire intro was 39 minutes. Okay. Or at least took me 39 minutes. Time Orbiment. Oh. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Okay, we got books, stuff, and I do wonder, I guess they adopted Joshua? And he sort of just accepted that he's now part of the family, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, yeah. Then my mind is not, because that makes sense now. That yeah, they adopted him. At least that's what seems most plausible. But it seems like he accepts Estelle's father as his father. So okay. Okay, Res. Oh, right, okay. I don't think I needed to do that, but okay, fine. A nice little home. A nice home. A very beautiful place. I guess I can rest there as well. I can say so much. I wouldn't mind living in their house. Very nice. Okay, so right, we have a map. That's the Bright family house, yeah. Republic of Calvard? Calvard? And Dan / Asia, if you're there, I dedicate this playthrough to you. And Homer as well, because I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you. Yes, yes, so far it's very hard for me to say too much. But fun characters so far. Elise Highway. I guess say HBEP. I guess that's I guess that's what would be the counter to MP in this. Tactics. Character position. Battle position. Ah, okay. They're not super different in stats, so I'll leave it like this for now, I guess. Maybe he still has better reach, because he uses a spear. Okay. Alright, yeah, okay, there I can turn the camera. Alright, learning the ropes here, learning the ropes. Alright. Nortrol and 49 Selge. South Gurun Gate 259 Selge. I guess that's a form of measurement? Alright, let's see now. South Gurun Gate to the... Okay, I assume we're going... Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today's our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why'd you expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah. I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shera. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shera at the Bracer Guild over there then. Oh yeah, the general goods, because Dad wanted, I guess, to buy a newspaper? Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're ready? You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Straightjess? Unbelievable. You're actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. You've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Straightjess aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Okay, that's a Bracer Guild. We have more stuff going around here. We have birds, and they gotta fly away. And what's this? Septian Calendar 1075. Erected in partnership with the Liberal royal family, Septian Church and Roland City. Septian Calendar 1192. Destroyed during the 100 Days War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. I guess I'll be able to explore more later. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shera here today? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you will finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. A lot of posters. The Star and the Hanged Man, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, inversion of the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Estelle. I'm sorry. Good morning, Shera. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm. But I'm going to work you hard today, in every way. In every way I can think of to make sure the high-spirited attitude of yours hold up. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm, and I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget. The training is my way to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. What? Joshua's Shira's picking on me. Don't worry, Shira. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shira, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I will give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. What would you like to know about orbments? Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. Bracers? Bracers are investigate and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established bracers across the continent, manage the affairs of the bracers in each region. Okay, so we're sort of, I guess they're sort of part of the legal justice system, like protection, army, right? Okay, but the liberal kingdom? Or is it liberal kingdom? I guess liberal kingdom. The kingdom of Liberal, which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent. It is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Libya was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Well, I guess that's all. Let's see. Since we got a mountain of stuff to do today, I will let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at the desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. Make sure you have to work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes! That's just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my touch parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking. Let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give both of you. Aina, are you ready? Yes, they are. All right, you two. Go get one for each of yourselves. Okay, right. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Receive Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebook serve as the official way to record the status of your current job. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where. These kind of trivial things can often become clues, no matter how insignificant something may seem. Always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh? Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it is. More than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I get it, I got it. Make sure you do. Alrighty then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job names on the list, you can view their details. Training. Oh, so it's like you accept the quest, I guess. Training retrieval new. Client here to pay for it directly. This train will be involved searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the content of a chest. Nice. Okay, fine. Alright. Okay, how do I accept it? Okay. Yeah. Details of the job confirmed on the bullet. Details of the job confirmed the bullet and other important will ultimately be recorded in the Bracer notebook. The Bracer notebook can easily be found by clicking on the Books tab on the Items menu. It can also be accessed by configuring a Bracer book shortcut button in the configuration menu. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha! Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melda's Orbal factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Oh, okay. Orban factory. Here is where you will learn how to use Orbal factory services. At an Orbal factory you can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbal arts. Arts have a wide range of effects and if mastered can be extremely helpful. The bracer business is pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbal factories. Oh, okay, and enjoy your meal, Nine. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I guess for you I guess you can directly compare remake original, you know, directly compare. Oh, thank you. I hope. Thank you so much. It's okay. It's literally identical. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, I guess the graphics and so on are different. I guess that's. Yeah. I'm just. It's a lot of dialogue, yes, but I see it as an opportunity to practice some voice acting. Enjoy your meal. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, leave everything to me. So, what is that you would like to know about? Orbital... I guess... Orbments? Mechanical devices with expand area effects to the inside of very... Orbments are mechanical devices which expend an area of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airship engines and so on are also types of orbments. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be open at an orbital factory, like this. You'll take a fair amount of Sepith too. EP, which is needed for magic. You also see a max increase to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. So, what is it that you would like to know about? Orbital arts? Simply put, orbital arts are magic. Okay, I figured that much. Which you can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since the orbital arts can be mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as the arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are all set up once a particular quartz is called into a slot. The owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use also change depending on the elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. In reality, orbments are much more complex than what I've described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So what is it that you would like to know about? Quartz? Quartz are circuits made from Sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, they are also fixed slots which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, then you can synthesize a new quartz. Be sure to check your orbment and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. So what is it that you would like to know about? Okay, I've gone through the entire thing. That's a Sepith. Sepith are fragments of Sepitium, which are dropped by monsters. They're divided into 7 types: earth brown, water blue, fire red, wind green, time black, space gold, and mirrored silver. Interesting that time is an element in this, okay? And space. Interesting. And mirrored silver. Now, Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost everywhere, but at the orbital factory can be used to synthesize quartz and to open orbment slots from which to install the synthesized quartz. So that is what you would like to know about. Leave. It looks like Mr. Melder has answered all of your questions. I guess me playing have a question. I guess that means I have to go quite often to a factory. as a routine, I guess, like going to shops, you go to a factory. I guess that's gonna be routine in this game, I guess. I guess I'll figure it out. Is there anything else? Then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that you're going to need some Sepith, which is several of each type of elemental Sepith. With that mount you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular ordnance. And in your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Okay, so Estelle can use any elements, but Josh can only use time. Okay. Normally at a shop you would be able to exchange Sepith for Mira, but for this training you will not be able to use this service. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select modify or trade to use the Orbital factory service. Alright folks, I know this is very short, but some people are gonna go sleep now, and I will continue with this. So far, tutorials. tutorials. But thank you. Thank you, Naim. Thank the Kiseki couple. Thanks for everyone who watched this little experiment and enjoyed and said encouraging stuff. Thank you so much. See you all. Bye.